Super 750 event on the HSBC BWF World Tour. Next up is men's singles final, and it's Antonsen in his first World Tour final for 18 months up against the Olympic bronze medalist Sinisuka Ginting. He's the defending champion in his record-breaking third consecutive final here in Singapore. When we look at the men's singles draw from the quarter-final stage, we were down to 3 seeds. We did only start with 7 because Victor Axelsen sadly wasn't fit enough to play. But we did have 7 different nationalities, 2 players from China. But at semi-final stage, those 3 seeds from the quarter-final all made it through to the semi-final. But 4 different nationalities, and the 4th consecutive World Tour event where the men's singles semi-finals featured 4 players from 4 different countries. That really is a good sign of the diversity of men's singles nowadays. Well, this is the race to the World Tour finals, and neither of our finalists on the top 10. Antonsen is currently at 12, but if he wins today's final, he will go up to number 4. If he loses today's final, then he'll go up to 5. Anthony Ginting, win or lose, will be number 7 on that list by the end of today. Well, it's been a long wait, 18 months since this man was in a World Tour tournament final. His last, the Indonesian Masters 750 event in Bali in November 2021. 2.5 years since he won his last World Tour title. He's been beset with injury problems. But Anthony Sinisuka Ginting today making a little piece of history. The first men's singles player ever to contest 3 consecutive Singapore Open finals. He is the defending champion, having lost in the previous edition of this Singapore Open to Kento Momota. Last year he beat another Japanese player, Kodai Naraoka. Well, this will be an 8th meeting between these 2 players. Of the previous 7, Ginting has won 5 of them. But the last time they met, it was Antonsen that won in the quarter-final of the All England Championships earlier this year.
I can't tell the difference.
Black, no black.
Oh, okay. I go with red.
Red court. Huh?
Oh, that's interesting, he couldn't tell the difference.
It's okay.
Oh, there we go. So Antonsen has won the toss of the coin and has chosen ends and wants to stay the near side of the court, which we have surmised is the more difficult end, playing with the drift. Well, since he was last in a World Tour tournament final, Antonsen, the 26-year-old from Aarhus, he has moved his training base to Dubai. 186 I had him down as, 6'1", has been as high as 2, but went down 3 places on the world ranking this week to 22. But that's reflective of the fact that he hasn't been playing on the world stage. In fact, he withdrew from more tournaments last year than he actually played. 3 of his matches going the full distance. First round against Toma Junior Popov, and then beat the 2018 winner Chou Tianchen of Chinese Taipei. And then another player from Chinese Taipei, Li Chao, who had been promoted from the reserve list, in a semi-final against last year's beaten finalist Kodai Naraoka. Extraordinary opening game. He was 18-9 up and then promptly lost 12 of the next 13 points, losing it to 19. I don't think I've ever witnessed anything quite like it in any badminton match. So to the Defending champion Anthony Sinisuka Ginting is 26 years of age from Cimahi, just west of Bandung in West Java, making his 5th appearance here at the Singapore Open, and he's enjoying his 10th week in total, his 2nd spell at his career high of 2. Asian Games bronze medalist, along with the Olympic bronze medal in the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. And he, like his opponent, has been stretched the full distance, but only twice. And that was in the last 2 rounds. The All England champion in the quarterfinal, Li Shifeng, and then in the semi-final against last week's winner at the Thailand Open, Kunlavut Widazan, in the deciding game at 1-6 down, decided that his shoulder was too sore to continue. Trish Gubb is our umpire from New Zealand, and Chen Sai Kit from Hong Kong, China, is the service judge. Well, I was saying, Steen, that Antonsen has been out with injury. Is it more than one injury, or has it been a recurrence of one?
Since the 18 months, there's been several injuries. There's been the abdominal going down to the groin that was really difficult to get rid of. That took almost a year, I would say. And then just recently here, the shin, both shins and the tailbone, very difficult to diagnose what in fact was the problem. So very frustrating times for Antonsen and his team.
Sinisuka Ginting to serve, love all, play.
So the defending champion, Anthony Sinisuka Ginting, the far side of the court. He was the only defending champion left in the tournament by semi-finals day.
Service over. 1 love.
Well, 2 nervous-looking rallies from Ginting. That's a good return of serve. Very heavily strapped right knee, Ginting. Well, he was making 1 or 2 errors on his net shots yesterday, I noticed, in the semi-final, Ginting.
played with some margin, Ginting, but still outside the reach of Antonsen.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a super angle.
4-2.
Imparted slice on that, creating the angle. Well, Ginting, one of the most explosive players on the World Tour at the moment.
Anthony, shuffle.
He's a beautiful mover. He's extremely quick.
Thank you.
And he has the full array of shots as well.
Yeah. I mean, he won the Asia Championships, and that was good to see, because I felt that it's been a while since we'd seen Ginting in really good shape. And we know how capable he is in the windy conditions. Safe to say that Antonsen's defense hasn't really showed up yet. Beautiful attack again from Ginting.
That's a good lift from there.
Yeah. That's brilliant play when you play up against the drift. Little deception, right trajectory. I don't think Antonsen mind either playing in drifty conditions. He won his not only but remarkable tournament in Indonesia Masters, so playing in Wisconsin Iron is not new to him, and playing in windy conditions sort of makes the court a bit smaller. I think he likes that, makes the game very tactical, and definitely one of the best tacticians on the men's singles tour.
Well, this is 5 straight points for Ginting. That run comes to an end.
5-7.
Well, this is the first ever Super 750 final for Anthony Ginting. That's because the Singapore Open in past years has been a 500 event. So it now means that Ginting has contested finals at World Tour finals, 1,000, 750, 500 and 300 level. Hasn't won titles at all those levels though. And it's way on.
8-6.
Well, he's played a cross-court smash winner from that same position, Ginting, earlier in this match. Now going straight down the line.
Yeah, this is the third winner straight down the line, one cross. And I think Antonsen has to realize that he can't afford giving him so much time, giving Ginting so much time in his backhand side.
Look of surprise at how drastic the drift is as he looked back to his coach.
Very short flick from Ginting, but also safely put away. Oh, well done. Perhaps it wasn't too short. Antonsen's left foot was on the back line. Oi!
Oh, it's a great retrieval from Antonsen.
Yeah. It's a moral booster.
Yeah.
He said yesterday that he was pretty satisfied, but also quite surprised at how well he actually felt he played.
Pushed it long, and it's a 3-point advantage to the defending champion, Sinisuka Ginting, at the mid-game interval here in the opening game. Yeah, that's not even close in badminton terms. His coach and Nicky Pearson, personal coach to Antonsen.
Oh,
my goodness.
There's a challenge.
Yeah, he's going to that.
Wow, what a net shot, but also a great retrieve. Antonsen.
Yeah, it's a good challenge.
Service over. 9-11. Playing. Play now.
Well, the umpire already in this opening game aware that Antonsen does like to take his time in between rallies. So she's not going to stand for it.
Service over. 10-12.
Oh, lovely backhand.
Gone long. He's made two errors on the net shot previously in this game, Anthony Ginting. In the last 2-3 times he's played it straight down the line. from that forehand corner.
Yeah,
Great
good
play.
follow-up. Very good follow-up.
Use your foot. There is nothing here. Use your foot. Fine. Anna's ready to play.
Back level. 12 all. Oh, good return. Was the serve loose?
Probably a little, but you can also see that Ginting is moving forward to it. It was a little bit loose.
Delightful. Key taking it early.
And having a good idea that this time Ginting will probably play back at him, exploiting it, and that's what he's so good at, Anders. Antonsen, that landed in.
Change.
Excellent.
So it's over. 14 all. No, we cannot test the shuttle. Play.
No, she's quite right.
You can just change it if he's in doubt.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, and I think that's something they discussed in the interval, that he's got to make sure that the straight one is covered, and then he'll have to see what he can do if it's a cross. Now, next time, there's a chance that it's a cross, but you also saw that Ginting not get airborne there in the same way that we saw earlier, so the lift was better.
Missed it.
So it's over. 15 all.
It's going wide. Yeah. You know, Antonsen is incredibly good at reading a game and anticipating, but when he's caught out, look at his movement there.
Yeah.
You know, lunging forward, he looks a little stiff in the legs.
Anna's.
Yeah.
Well, a challenge from Antonsen. Initially, the line judge looked as if he was going to indicate out, and then changed his mind and said in. But it is clearly long. No, I beg your pardon, the opposite way round.
One challenge remaining.
But
He thought it was...
the line judge got it right in the
Yeah.
end, basically. Yeah.
17-15. Play.
Wide.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I thought he was going to hit that.
Clever lift from Ginting to the backhand side, but only just left of the middle. That's a very, very hard return if you return it with the backhand. If you don't get below it and play it around the head shot. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Well left.
Service over. 16, 18.
On the back foot after the low serve, Antonsen.
19-16.
What a great smash. And what a lovely way to bring up game point opportunities.
And it's so rhythmic, the movement, the hitting movement, everything just totally coordinated.
Yeah, poetry in motion. Opening game, 21-16 in favour of Ginting, the defending champion. 18 minutes for the opening game. He did an unsay young there and started walking before he'd even watched the shuttle land out of court.
Posisi geraknya nggak bagus, ya. Tinggal terakhir finishing-finishnya lebih yakin aja. Bola saya jaga gitu udah habis itu, ya. Yang lain saya rasa kamu bisa kembali. Sama saya jaga fokusnya aja dari pembukaan servis terima servis, ya.
Så det er vigtigt, at få lagt den, altså at du er aktiv, benene går ind i den, og får lagt den sådan, at de er svære for ham bare lige at rulle til nettet.
Ja. Jeg er lidt i tvivl om jeg skal give serverne fart, fordi så kan han ikke rigtig pumpe mig. Så kommer han til at trykke. Men hvis jeg holder den kort, så kan han måske lidt begge. Men måske bare starte med at save kort, og så se, hvis han bruger bagbanen på det, så kan det være, at jeg bliver nødt til at begynde at give lidt mere fart, fordi så kan jeg tænke fladt og frem. Jeg skal helt op i hovedet.
Altså, der er ikke så meget mere. Altså, spil kan ikke holde med intensitet.
Så lidt mere, commit mig lidt mere i
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Well, Jochen Pearson using all of his allotted time to talk to his player.
Second game. Love all. Play.
So Ginting one game to the good. So a lot of talking in that 2-minute timeout. Steen, did you catch any of it from Pearson?
Oh, beautiful. Yes, one thing I think is interesting because it shows a little bit about how deep you have to think. Antonsen says, I'm a little bit in doubt whether I have to apply a little bit more pace in my low serve because then he can't really push me to the back court, or maybe I should just start with a regular low serve and see how it goes, and then if he pushes me, if he finds the back line well, then I can apply more power. Then he'll have to play flat, but won't have as much time, so he feels that he can't be accurate if he applies a little bit extra power to his service. So it's all these kinds of things that the players are dealing with on court. Small little changes. It's 5 centimeters to one side, 5 centimeters to another side, applying pace, not applying pace, and so on. And keeping track of this whilst there's an opponent on the other side who wants to make it as difficult as possible for you. one more thing was that the Danes discussed that in the front court it was important not to give Ginting chances to go sharp on the net. So I doubt that we'll see Antonsen play the first shot into the net. He's probably going to try and play it a little bit to the wide service line. You see, he was almost standing ready with the racket there, Antonsen. And if Ginting gets a cross clear or cross flat in from that corner there, then it becomes dangerous for the Dane. Because he's overcovering those three corners. That's the one.
That's
brilliant.
Beautifully controlled.
And a little bit of deception on the shot as well. And that takes away a little bit of the power, and that's good for Ginting, because otherwise it would have gone long. Great flicker. So Ginting is on the side that's normally seen as the more difficult side here, but when you dare to do the things that most players don't do and you control it, that's what separates you from the rest.
Separates the champions from the contenders.
Yeah. And again, the smash down the line here, if you can play it with the right margin. Had Antonsen got that over, it would have drifted wide. And that means that Ginting opens up the cross as well, because Antonsen has to respect this one.
It's going wide. This is a very good phase by Ginting, and it's very worrying right now if you're a Danish fan.
Yeah. He's got to dig deep now. Antonsen. He's coming forward.
4-7.
Oh. I wasn't thinking about the sideways drift.
5-7.
Oh, what a good return. Antonsen over-committing, looking for the next shot reply.
8-5. Service over. 6-8.
Yeah, good deception. Good defence.
Oh,
that was sensational. My goodness me. How accurate was that from Anthony Ginting?
9-6. And stay here.
Beautiful. Did well on that defensive shot because his lift had been very short, Ginting.
Thank you.
Missed it.
10-6.
I just felt Antonsen was trying to force it a little too much in that rally.
Yeah. I have a feeling that if Ginting can maintain this level here, then he's just going to win it. So Antonsen has to sort of get him to drop a little bit. Oh, that's absolutely amazing play by Ginting.
And he's earned himself a 5-point advantage here in the second game. And he's already a game up. This final put away from Ginting, he puts some slice on that. Creates the deception. Just watch his racket hit as he sort of chops through that. That's beautiful.
Belakangnya memang kamu harus ada segitu, harus ada colongan-colongannya. Kalau nggak dijagain terus depannya. Ya. Oke, fokus 2 poin lagi satu-satu. Ya. Oke.
Yeah, not much said by Harry
20
Chan.
seconds.
No need to. His
20
players playing well.
seconds.
Any important words of wisdom there, Steve?
I couldn't hear.
Yes.
Yeah, we saw that he was trying to take the attack and win the net. I think that's got to be the plan, but to use the full court. Oh, we should have left it.
He should have left it. Antonsen, in fact, is pointing to the line, turned to his coach and asked, should I have left it? And the answer is yes, he should.
The question mark is, as you alluded to earlier, Jill, whether Antonsen at the moment is moving well enough to be able to put that pressure on Ginting.
Just wide by Whisker.
Broke string. I saw the quarterfinal, possibly the best match I've seen in this tournament, where Ginting defeated Li Shifeng. And he tried his best. Li. Antonsen, when he lost to Li Shifeng at All England, he said that that was the fastest player he'd ever played against. I'm not sure, maybe it is, but I would still say Ginting is faster.
Yeah.
But he was pretty fast, and he tried to change his playing style so that he had a chance to match Ginting. Still wasn't successful, so if Antonsen can pull this off following an injury, then that's really, really good. Good for him. It's a little bit too much height on it. Same there. And brilliantly done by Ginting, getting below it and just sort of neutralizing, playing it below the tape. There's something in Antonsen's defense when he has to bend sideways deep, relatively close to him. That's not so easy for him.
And an error on defence. And a 7-point advantage for Ginting.
Again, a good flicker.
Wow. I was going to say that's a terrific lift if it had stayed in.
And the linesman was working in slow motion there before he called it out. Very deliberate. He's controlling that as well.
That's a super return, isn't it?
The touch that he's displayed in this tournament, Anthony Ginting, no matter what happens here, but the touch has just been amazing.
But that serve, you know, ever since you said after the opening game that Antonsen was discussing should he push through more on his low serve, I haven't seen one push.
Seen it, no.
Haven't seen it
No.
once. Yeah.
He hasn't had a lot of opportunities to do it. Antonsen only served 7 times. 8 times.
Well left. And Anthony Ginting is running away with this.
Yeah. It's impressive because he's had a tough road to the final.
Well, he's 3 points away from his second title here. There's been 7 players before him in the Open era that have won 2 men's singles titles at the Singapore Open. That's found the back line. Nice. Incidentally, there's been 3 players from Indonesia who've won the men's singles title here 2 times. Arianto Abi, Taufik Hidayat, Sonny Dwi Kunchoro. And it very much looks, at the moment, as if Anthony Ginting is going to join that list.
On court.
It's a drive serve. And it's match point opportunities for Anthony Sinisuka Ginting to retain his title here in Singapore. Surely too little, too late.
10-20.
Yeah.
Well, we thought that yesterday in the Antonsen semi-final when he was...
He knows that he can be done.
18-9 up and only won another point in that opening game. But I think this is beyond him. When you're a match point down. One error, one mistake, and it's match over. Well, that's 3 match points saved. Only another 8 to go.
Yeah, if I were Ginting, I would start going for it now. Wide. Oh, that's well played.
4 match points have come and gone.
Return the shuttle.
Well. The mind games of elite sport. Antonsen refusing to change the shuttle when Anthony Ginting asked. Why would he? It's a winning shuttle for him. But not any longer. 21-16, 21-13, the margin of Anthony Sinisuka Ginting's victory over Antonsen. Just under 40 minutes. A second title, a second consecutive title for Ginting here in Singapore when contesting his 3rd consecutive final at this particular event. Yeah. Some lucky fan who's going to get the winning racket. Oh, they'll be fighting in the aisles over that.
I'm not sure it's going to be 1 racket. It's going to be 1/3 of a racket.
So their confirmation of his victory. Anthony Ginting beats Antonsen 21-16, 21-13 in 40 minutes. His 2nd title of the year to go with the Asia Championships, won in Dubai.
All right, we have our champion in the house. Anthony, it's been 2 years in a row. Is there something special about Singapore?
Selamat lagi untuk Mas Ginting ya, untuk kemenangannya. Sudah 2 kali berturut-turut di Singapura. Apa spesialnya Singapura ini untuk Mas Ginting?
Ya pastinya selalu merasa seperti bermain di rumah. Selalu excited setiap datang masuk ke lapangan dan di support sama datang ke sini. So sekali lagi terima kasih.
It feels like playing at home here. I'm so excited with all the support from all of you in the stadium. Thank you once again.
Is there anything you would like to say to all of your supporters here in Singapore?
Ya pastinya nggak ada selain mengucapkan terima kasih dan bersyukur untuk semua dukungan, doa, dan pastinya selalu merasa warm welcome setiap datang ke Singapura. Thank you so much.
There is no other thing to say, but thank you to all the supporters here and all your support and prayers. It feels great to play here.
Thank you. Congratulations once again. Give it up for your champion.
Well, he played quite brilliantly today, did Anthony Sinisuka Ginting. Yeah, And so he should be delighted with his performance. So we have the prize presentation.
With the prize presentation ceremony for the men's singles. Let's welcome our players. And the runner-up for our men's singles, please give a huge round of applause representing Denmark, Antonsen!
Well, lovely to see him back in a World Tour tournament final again after 18 months of injury woes and problems.
And your reigning champion for the men's singles of the KFF Singapore Badminton Open 2023. Give it up, representing Indonesia,
Anthony Sinisuka Ginting becomes the 4th player from Indonesia to win the Singapore Open twice.
I would now like to invite Mr. Eugene Am, Managing
8th player
Director of
in
JK
total
Technology, to present the plaques.
to win 2 men's singles at this particular event. Oh dear. Steady.
I would now like to invite Ms. Ashmita Acharya, Head of Wealth and Personal Banking of HSBC Singapore, to present the checks. And presenting the bouquets, I would like to invite Mr. Gavin Ang, Sales Executive of JK Technology.
Ginting's first ever
Right,
Super 750 title.
for your runner-up and champion of the men's singles at the KFF Singapore Badminton Unlimited 2023. Thank you, VIPs.
Ginting right on top of the list in terms of winner's smile.
Yeah. So after the men's singles, we look forward to our last final of the day. It's men's doubles. Liang Wei Keng and Wang Cheng are looking for their 2nd title in 2 weeks, having won the Thailand Open last week. They're up against the former world champions Hoki and Kobayashi. to finals day at the Singapore Open. One more final to come, and it's men's doubles. Liang Weipeng and Wang Chang, the number 7 seeds, looking for their second title in 2 weeks after winning in Bangkok a week ago. They're up against Takuro Hoki and Yugo Kobayashi, the former world number 1s and former world champions from Japan.